Greetings, my name is Davia Shuby, and this is my Community of Interest interview project. I had the pleasure of interviewing Trayvon Dixon, who is an Associate Instructional Designer in the Learning and Development Department at Molina Healthcare. I gave Trayvon the name the Accidental Instructional Designer because his background is not in instructional design or learning design at all. He graduated with his bachelor's in criminology from Fresno State, where he had hopes of pursuing a career in probation. But the field was so competitive and he needed immediate work, he began working as a special education assistant. He then began his career with Molina Healthcare as a claims examiner. He soon after got promoted to coordinator in the Learning and Development Department, where he one day noticed they were short-staffed and took initiative and asked to be on a project. He created what they needed, and he was promoted to his position now of an associate instructional designer. As an instructional designer, Trayvon said that his primary responsibility was project management. He is in constant communication with requesters as he is designing and developing their ideas. But Trayvon cannot do this all alone. He said it is a team effort. From beginning to end, they are in constant communication, holding each other accountable for their parts. They do not want to miss a deadline. So if one person is slacking, the team member is there to make up for it. These are the three main skills Trayvon said were important for instructional design. I think in today's society, being tech savvy goes a long way. But for instructional design, that means being efficient in design programs, such as PowerPoint, Adobe Captivate, and Storyline. As mentioned in the previous slide, Trayvon said communication was a great skill to have because you are in constant communication with the requesters and your team. Listen next as Trayvon explains why creativity is an important skill.
Creativity, definitely. You have to be able to think outside of the box, especially with trying to align them up to certain learning theories to, produce the best course that will appeal to students and, something that they won't just brush off. You can't have the course too boring, have some interaction where, making the learner actually learn the process.
I asked Trayvon to give me advice on going into the instructional design field, and he said to make sure you study and know the theories like the back of your hand and that they become second nature so you are able to correlate them into any course or training you create to ensure that the learner is obtaining what is being taught. He also said to make sure that this is a passion for you, that you really want to go into the field. And then he said to utilize any and all resources outside of the job to continue learning, to keep up on trends. And he gave me this book by Cami Bean called The Accidental Instructional Designer. Here is what Trayvon had to say about the challenges in the instructional design field.
Sometimes I feel that instructional design and learning and development departments are valued less than what they really are. So if it comes to like layoffs or anything, sometimes they will look to that field to make some cuts. Like I'm experiencing layoffs at Molina Healthcare right now. Actually, my department was safe though, thank God. But there's other companies out here that make like courses and that they will, other vendors that people will outsource their work to, and sometimes they feel it'll be cheaper to go that route, and instead of paying employees with benefits and all that. So that's the challenge I see, but that's on the deeper side.
In talking with Trayvon and hearing about his experiences as an accidental instructional designer, I am confident on continuing the education path that I am on and obtaining this degree from USC because they will provide me with a solid foundation to move on confidently in the field. I will start taking advantage of opportunities afforded to me, whether that's continuing to talk to other designers in the field or attending different conferences learning about technology and different techniques to use. And finally, I look forward to experiencing how my past and my present will continue to help me become a better person and now a new designer for my future.